Okay, welcome back to One Piece Anime Review Episode 187. Here's a surprise for you: no new episode of the anime. I checked it. Apparently, chapter 1,000, not 1,000, 906 does not get released today. Nope. Yeah, for some reason they delayed it by a week. I'm not really sure why. Maybe once in a while the anime needs a break. That's best. But it's probably about 1 week. Excuse me. And my guess is also they're probably getting a little too close with catching the manga, so they decided to take a week off of the anime. But here's the thing. For this chapter, release today. Next chapter, 1000, is to release until 2 weeks from now. Yep. This episode I'm discussing the 1007th chapter of the manga, Mr. Raccoon Dog. The cover image is Caesar Cloud. Yes, making his first appearance in the series in quite a while. I mean, the last time we saw him in story was back in the Whole Cake arc. Yes, where he got his heart back and nothing's been done with him since then. I think it's been a good, few years since he was last seen. I think about 3 years he's been last seen. The cover image is basically a request of Caesar giving penguin children gas-filled balloons. Interesting. Chapter starts off basically with, still the fighting at... sorry about that. Fighting at Kaido's Island. And we see Scratch from Arco, X Drake. Like what the legend of the Yakuza, which he survives. Yes, the flower boss Hydro, he survives. Don't worry about that. And lots of brawling here. This whole chapter is mainly focused on Chopper. Yes. Oh, and by the way, I better not get copyright strike just for showing just the opening page. That'd be quite stupid. I mean, other people, whenever they talk about chapters for a manga, they tend to show maybe the whole chapter, maybe 1 or 2 images. Me, I just they have a scissor reel of the entire thing done in scissor reel. Me, I don't do that because I don't have the program to do that. And second of which, I don't want to get a copyright strike for it. Showing off 1 or 2 pages is fine. It's not I'm as far as I can tell, it's not going to get me a flag for copyright infringement just showing a single page. I might show another page here and there, but the thing is, if I show off, let's say, the whole entire thing, it'd be kind of dumb for me to do that. For comic books, it's not much of an issue. It's manga that tends to be a really big issue. In the case of team missions, that was fine because that was physical copies. And I highly doubt that Weekly Shonen Jump is going to give me a copyright strike over showing a physical copy I own. This is a digital copy. They might give me a copyright strike for this one, but it's just me and the camera and just showing the stuff off. So, basically all dealing with the ice stuff. That was the virus that was introduced several chapters back. I was laughing about it where Queen's basically that his men are basically expendable. And everybody's happy with that. Lots of chatting here. It looks like a boss Hydra looks like he's about to be killed, but he's stopped. By Chopper! Yes, he's stopped by Chopper. He's just in time. So he basically created antibodies. And they call him Mr. Raccoon Dog. It's really going to heat up your body. It'll hurt a bit, but you're going to be fine. We're safe. Mega Tristan, hurry up. And then, of course, Chopper unleashes his special good virus, his bad virus, with his Chopper nebulizer, basically a cannonball. What are you doing, Raccoon Dog? Yeah, Chopper since his debut, he's typically been mistaken for a raccoon dog, despite the fact he's a reindeer. And of course, he basically chews out Queen for using a virus as a weapon. Yep. And of course, still calls him Raccoon Dog. And then Chopper's I was nice job, Raccoon Dog. Now pop him. Yeah, and then he does something for the first time ever in this arc. The last time I could think of he did this maybe was in Whole Cake, where he eats a rumble ball. Yes, one rumble ball. And then he goes to his monster form. Yep, goes to his monster form. Yeah, it's been a long time since he did this. Like, that's the obvious question. Like, when was the last time officially he did this in the series? The only time I could think it was maybe during Whole Cake. I think that was the last official time he did it. Because throughout this arc, he's not been seen doing it at all. Because a lot of times he's not doing much of anything aside from parrying a cure. But doing fighting? Well, maybe Oda wanted to scale back his fighting. That's probably the reason why. Because it seemed like ever since he first showed up in the series back in Jump Island, he always tends to be in a major fight scene whenever he's with the crew. The only time I could think of basically, well, prior to this, that he was not in a fight, the whole arc was probably, Amazon Lily was the first one that this happened because he was not in that arc. He was mostly in cover stories up until Marineford. So about the last few arcs of the first half of the series, Chopper's not doing much anything except hanging out on an island. So he punches Queen clear in the face, and of course Yamato and Subaru basically run about, and of course Momoshiki is like burying himself in Yamato's chest, and then he transforms into his dragon form. He's like, and Yamato's like, "What an eel!" And Subaru's like, "Lord Momonosuke." Yeah, it's something though that. Yeah, that he's basically burying himself in her chest. And he's like so nervous because Yamato's such a beautiful woman. I'm surprised he didn't exactly do his pervy stuff like grabbing her chest or doing any other pervy stuff that he's known for doing. It's surprising he held that back despite the fact he's a notorious pervert. So then we see CP0 just hanging out at what appears to be Orochi's like main house, hang out there for a while, and then of course, then we see 9 scabbers are all alive, like who tend their wounds, and then we see the person who tended their wounds, Odin. Yes, like how the heck is this guy alive? He's like, I missed you. You're so much older now. Ha 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 ha. Huh? Lord Odin. Like, here's a question. Well, how the heck is this guy even alive? He got shot by Kaido when he was not boiling pot. Like, how the heck is he alive? I don't know. It's quite interesting to say the least, but that's a shocking cliffhanger. The return of Odin. Hopefully, the scope is, oh yeah, this is not Odin. This is someone using the copy fruits, even though the person who actually has the fruit is Bon Clay, and he's off in prison. So, this might be him. I'd like to think of some other shape-shifting character who could try something like Odin, per se. Yeah. Because one can tell, this definitely is Odin. How the heck this man is alive, completely unknown. But this great chapter, I'm going to give this chapter a 10 out of 10. A really damn good chapter. It does kind of wrap up the virus plot a bit, which is nice. And here's something, though. There's also a brief appearance here of, like, I think, like, aside from Chopper, there's, like, no other Straw Hats this whole chapter, which, like, that's something. Yeah, the whole chapter is, well, just featuring one Straw Hat. Chopper, which, when was the last time you actually seen a chapter of One Piece where, like, aside from Luffy, like, a single member of the Straw Hats in an actual chapter? Excuse me. Well, mostly it's been a while. Yep. So yeah, that's it for this review. Next review is going to be My Hero Academia, discussing newest chapter of the manga. And I will discussing the upcoming thing related to the season with the actual episode itself, okay? Do this video. Bye.